massive client expectations this week, which means huge amounts of pressure, which means a load of action taking place. We've actually got to sit across 14 people into 5 different projects. It's Sunday, it's 5 a.m, it's a new week, let's go. So Sunday, so what else can we do but searching for Delmia? So that's 2 big projects that I've got to fill up with about 6 or 7 people. I need solution architects in both. I need machining in one. I need process planning in both. I need factory layout in one. Robotic simulation on another. A whole lot of things. So India, here we come. Keep your voice down. It's Birmingham. It's 5:30. There's not a soul around. Wow. Wakey, wakey, Birmingham. Heading down to London. See you there. I have another meeting and they're hiring grads into PLM, which I think is great because at the end of the day, we're trying to make PLM sexy. But I think we need to change the name because PLM just isn't cutting it. Maybe it's new product innovation and execution or something. Hey, maybe it'll catch on. But more importantly, we don't only need grads, we actually need guys who've got 3 or 4 years of manufacturing or design experience and bring them over into the whole kind of product lifecycle space, train them up on the solutions, take them out of the business. So they've got business as well as technical skills, as well as passion, enthusiasm. I don't know, what do you think? Tuesday, back in Birmingham. All I want to say at the end of the day is Delmia, Sweden, yes. Welcome back, Thursday, 18 PLM news in the 4IR. We have got a lot to cover today. Delmia. Yeah, kinda. Pretty much. Fabrication process planning, factory layout. Even almost there on machining right now, even though you haven't got to scour the planet with about 2 or 3 customers out there who've implemented it. So it's a real needle in a haystack job. But it looks like we're getting there. Even think we may have a phenomenal global solution architect coming on the project as well. Next up, however, is can I get them started in August, the latest the first week of September, and also get the work permits through in time. It's a long shot, not sure. Got to have a contingency plan. So we're good long term, got to fix the short term now. On top of that, we had a really good team center interview today. So we've been trying to find a business value analyst, so somebody who can look at every little piece of the product life cycle, business processes, extract value out of it compared to the old way to the new way of doing things. So had a really good interview on that. I'm hoping that tomorrow that locks in place. And then lastly, good news, the aviation project we have been working on for days and days and days and slogging at, we may get green light by the end of the week. Probably more likely next week. So celebration if we get that deployed in the next few days. Oh, gotta love that. Looks like we've got our team center project off and running. Really pleased about that. One of the most respected automotive companies in the world today.
From evolution to data flow across concept design, engineering, manufacturing and service team.
I'm still looking for a really good services PMO manager.
So I wanted to jump back into that recruitment side of things. I love graduate recruitment. I think it's awesome. I think you're bringing in the brains of the long-term future. However, I prefer the guys, the girls who've had 4 or 5 years of industry experience. They're just about to hit their 30s because the reality is we're all going to live beyond we're 100 years old anyway in the next few years, if not up to 150 I was reading about the other day, which could happen in the next 20 or 30 years. Keep track of that. The reality is when you're 24, you're 25, you have generally no clue what you want to do. So here we are, we bring them in, we train them up, we invest in them, but a lot of them will disappear because they're not quite sure. Now, that's not everybody. Of course, there are very focused people who are coming out of colleges who really have it clear in their mind, but that is a very small minority. So the reality is, how do we make people who've been in industry 4 or 5 years, how do we make PLM MES, MOM, new product innovation, sexy. And it's in that last bit, which is new product innovation. If you are going to survive in the fourth industrial revolution, you need to innovate on your products. Let's be honest, you need to innovate on your services. ERP, enterprise management, supply chain, CRM, matters very little unless you've innovated on your products. Matters very little unless you're bringing new disruptive products to the market that not only build market share, hold your position, and prove you for the future. So how do we make PLM, MES, MOM sexy? That's the question. So you remember I said I got a lot of roles on that we got to get into across 5 projects. George is handling a whole bunch of those, so I'm going to check in what he is doing. George, what is happening?
A lot is happening.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And?
Contractors in middle of August.
Okay.
Then I've got to get perms in after that.
Okay.
I've just so much going on.
Okay.
So much going on.
And how are you going to do that?
No idea, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Okay. It's Thursday night. Trying to get towards the end of this week. We're around about 50% of the way through. A long way to go. Another big day tomorrow and Saturday. Thursday night, just after 10. Now, you remember me saying on Sunday we had kind of 14 people across 5 projects. Update. 7 covered, ready to go. Just got to go through the process. 1 done, 1 lost. 5 waiting on 2 projects to say green light, go. So we're pretty good, we're getting there. Friday morning, trying to finish up this week over the next 48 hours. We're doing pretty good. We've got pretty much 100% coverage now across the high-tech and automotive project over in Sweden. Need to finish off on the CATIA today. And then, 2 things really. 4 IR thinking, gotta do my vlog. 2 pieces coming out on Monday, keep a watch for those. We're heading into customer centricity. It is the driving force of the fourth industrial revolution. So what are our consumer, what are our customer expectations? Today, we're jumping into the huge PLM 4.0 opportunities that lie ahead. And lastly, the things we've noticed over the last 3 months is we started to bring in a lot more administrative support so that we could speed up, and we've really speeded up. So I'm going to interview another person today. In fact, there'll be 2 in the last 48 hours. Hopefully we can get one person on board it very quickly, because speed is everything. It allows us to make a few failures, learn from them, and do a lot more than others would do. So it's all about the speed. So that's it, that's done. See you later. We're rounding out the week on a Saturday at 3 p.m. It's been a busy morning so far. So I said to you at the beginning of this week, we had to finish off 14 people across 5 different projects. We did pretty darn good. We actually finished off, or I finished off one of them today, the CATIA one, which was still outstanding. We lost one. We put 1 deployed this week, and leaving another, 12. We covered every single one of those roles. So over the next 1 to 2 weeks, they should all start deploying. Really, really pleased about that. And then finally, at long last, the much talked about 4IR interviews, which I keep talking about, they will finally be released on Monday. So that'll roll for maybe 10, 12 weeks every single day. Different interviews that I've been doing around the country, across the whole ecosystem, value chain. Really excited about that. That's Series 1, Series 2 still to come. On top of that, I did a couple of vlogs doing this DX backstage stuff. So I'm going to be really up and running on that once again. And then lastly, training and education. Need to get that business going. Huge opportunity on 3D Experience. There's only around about 55% of capabilities out there for the demand, so I need to get that business moving. And then that doesn't even count user training, which is also off and running. So some kind of good associates out there I need to get with over the next few weeks and really put that together and get that moving at scale. That's it. That's the week.